In the video before this, I talked about pass by value. Okay, pass by value to a function. Now in this video, I'm going to be talking about pass by reference. Okay, pass by reference. Just to recall, if you pass by value in the previous video, whatever changes, you are actually passing x to this function, okay, and x, the value of x, okay, which is the value of x here, the value of x here is being copied to a, okay, and then once it is copied to a, okay, that's why inside function you have this, okay, and then you display a was 8, okay, a was 8, and then when you modify a become 1, and then after the modify you are displaying a, and then a is 1, okay, and then when you exit the function, okay, exit the function, after the function call you display x, after the function call you display x, okay, x is still 8, okay, even though you change the value of a here, okay. So what is happening is that this is called by pass by value. Okay, now we want to talk about pass by reference. So what does it mean by pass by reference? Is that the simplest way is to modify the function is to change the parameter to be a reference. Okay, by just simply put this ampersand operator. Okay, so ampersand operator will make this as a reference. So what happened here is that when you call the function, when you pass this x, this variable x to the function, it is not going to create a variable like this, okay, and it doesn't have its own memory location, okay. So there is no memory location for a is just a reference, okay, a is just a reference. So a is actually referring to this location, okay, a is referring to this location. In other words, this memory location, okay, this memory location now has two names. A, you can refer it by x in the main function, okay, or you can refer it by a in the my function, okay, in my function. Okay, so let's run the code. By just this simple modification, when you run the code, you will see that this value here after the function call will change, okay. So when you run it, okay, now, okay, it's running, and now you see here, okay, before the function call, okay, before the function call, which is this one, this line, and then it display x, which is 8, x is still 8. When you call the function x, when you call the function my function, you pass the variable x to this function, okay. Now here it creates a reference. When it creates a reference, it is now creating another name that refer to this location, okay. Then when you display this one is inside function, you display a, you are displaying a, but the value of a is actually the value of x as well, okay. So it is the value of x, okay, and you modify a to become 1. When you are modifying a to become 1, you are modifying this Okay, you are modifying this particular memory location to become 1. Okay, and then after modify, you display A, which is 1. After modify, you display A, which is 1, because A is referring to this memory location. And then when you exit the function, it will resume this location, displaying after function call, and as you can see, the value of x has been changed to 1. Okay, because it has been changed by A inside this function, inside this main function. Okay, inside this main function. So that is how the function, the call by reference is, how the pass by reference is done in function call. Okay, and if you look at this, what is reference in C++, there is a special way you can create another name for a location. Okay, for example, you create integer m, which is like this, and if you create another one which is a reference, okay, r, and you refer to m, so what is happening is that in here it is going to create, okay, it's going to create m with the value of what is it, the value of 7. Okay, and it has the, okay, and here you are creating a reference r which will refer to m. Okay, so what is happening is that when you create r does not have its own memory location. It is just referring to this location. So this location, this memory location, is shared by these two names. So you can use any one of these to modify or to access this memory location.